What's up, guys? Adam here, and welcome to Never Road to Glory, episode number 4, I believe. So today, guys, I'm just going to try and talk you through what I've been up to. We've got a silver gift pack there through the web app. Just give you a heads up, guys. This is a series that is, we're not putting any any FIFA points into the game. We are just making coins in any way we can. So we've been quite clever with the way we've traded and the bronze pack method. And you see me here just kind of redeeming some packs I got from the web app. So just go to the transfer list and just show you what I've sold. He sold for 450, this guy for 600, this guy for 150. Player Fitness sold there, and this Mane sold as well. So these all kind of packs we've earned. There's still quite a lot on our trade pile here, which we do list up again. I think later on in the video we discard the bronze things that aren't selling, but so far so good really with the coin making. As you can see at the top, we got 37,000 in the bank, which is pretty decent this stage in FIFA. Really enjoying kind of how easy it is this year to kind of generate coins without having to put FIFA points in. It is a little bit of a grind, there's no doubt about that, but this is part and parcel. So you see me listing up some players here that I'm hoping to make a few coins on. These are all ones that we've packed through doing the squad building challenges, and basically you doing the bronze pack method. So far so good, guys, and just hopefully we can keep going and generating coins like this, because if we carry on like this, we're going to have a real sick team by the end of FIFA. The two teams I bought I feel really comfortable with, and I think they can take us quite a long way. I've played a bit of FIFA on my other account on PlayStation, and I'm struggling over there, and I've put some FIFA points into it. So the fact we're doing so well on this kind of channel, not putting any FIFA points in, is absolutely fantastic. So long may that continue. But obviously just showing you kind of what I've been doing, just listing up some players here, guys. I try my best to kind of show you what I've been doing, although it's really hard because I do so much work off. And I don't want to bore you with me, sighing and getting frustrated with squad building challenges and the boringness of opening bronze packs, because it is, guys, let's face it, really boring. So I'm trying not to do that too much, but obviously you just got to kind of appreciate that. So as you can see, I'm just starting to kind of build towards a team here. Managed to, make a pretty sick team. And what you're going to see here is just me finding the players to do that. So generally, guys, this episode is going to be building the squads. I wasn't that happy with that French League squad. Playing through the middle didn't work. You need a bit of width because it just gets too congested in the middle. That's me personally. I like playing with wide players last time, and I think this year is going to be much the same. So as you can see, I'm trying to pick up Pabon there on a cheap, and I did manage to get him for really cheap. And you can see me here picking up a Iturbe. Iturbe has kind of always been like the cheap, kind of Messi, I suppose. Has he changed his nation this year? Because I swear he was Argentine. Has he changed his nation, or am I going crazy? I may be going crazy, but yeah, we pick him up dead cheap. I think for like 750, 800 coins. And I'll tell you what, guys, for the money, this guy is absolutely insane. He's incredible. So I just kind of wanted to show you what, so you could see how cheap I was picking these players up for and what you could get them for. And yeah, you see me faffing around just trying to get them for as cheap as possible. And yeah, we do pick them up for 800 coins, which was nice. So in Iturbe goes to the team. So as you can see, we've got Pabon and Iturbe so far. And basically we're heading towards an absolute cheap beast of a team. And you're going to kind of see that. So we look at Cardona. He gets a strong link a perfect link to Pabon, and I'll tell you what, guys, he is absolutely insane. He's like 6'2" or 6'1" or something, so he's really tall, really strong, and he's got 4-star skill moves, good passing, good finishing, and you can see we were trying to pick up this guy Acosta, again, just really cheap beast, pick him up for dead cheap. And he's got sort of 93 pace, which is insane. Good dribbling. And he's also got decent passing and finishing stats. So I think, yeah, we picked him up for like 700 coins, which is ridiculous. Might have got him for 650. But 700 coins nonetheless is ridiculously cheap. So as we kind of move on and try and build this team, you can kind of see what it's looking like now. We got Acosta on the left, Pabon up top. We got Iturbe on the right wing, and we're playing Cardona just behind, in a cam position, just behind Pabon. So we go on and we pick Enzo Perez up here for dirt cheap, guys. He was an absolute kind of like beast at the start of FIFA last year, so I was kind of hoping he is this year. And for the little coins that we got him for, absolutely worth it. He plays really well, come up big for us. So we move on. We pick up this left back, guys. Pacey left backs this year, I think, is a must, because they really struggle against pacey wingers. So if you've got a pacey left back, it's a bit harder to get round players, so he just kind of keeps up with them. So again, we pick him up for like 700 coins, which is ridiculous. And then we come and pick Strootman up, one of the more expensive players in this team, but he's obviously not rated that highly because he doesn't go for that much. 81 rated, and again, he's really tall, and he's a bit of a beast. So it's nice to have someone tall in that sort of midfield, mopping up headers, and just being strong and dominant, and he was definitely that. So moving on here, guys, and we go and try and look at this this right back from the Serie A, Sepp Acosta. Well, I don't think we actually end up picking him up. I just thought I needed a bit more pace. So I think what we go and do here, guys, is we go and pick up Abate, I think. But I'm just kind of building the squad now, just to see where I am with it, and see how the links and everything worked. So you just kind of see me here, change the formation up to the 4-3-3. And this was a real strong formation for me in the draft. In the draft for FIFA 16 towards the end. So I thought, let me start with this. I was playing quite well with it at the end of FIFA 16, and it's quite easy to kind of build hybrids around. So as you can see, guys, we're putting the players into the team. We have got that sort of Colombian guy sat in a club who looks pretty decent. So Iturbe goes at the right wing, and this squad's looking pretty tasty so far. So you can see Acosta gets a strong link to the left back there that we picked up, who's pretty decent, and Strootman and Perez goes in, and we didn't actually buy Pabon in the end, I don't think. So I think we go back and get him. I know I put a bid on him. Oh, we did win it. So yeah, 700 coins for Pabon, which is ridiculous. 88 pace, 78 finishing, and he's got 4-star, I want to say. So absolutely insane pick, guys. I suggest you pick him up for 700 coins. He's an absolute beast, and he's got good strength as well. He's got like 75 physical. So he's only small. He's only like 5'5" or something ridiculous. But what you do get with him is that pace, strength, good dribbling, and good finishing, which is exactly what you want. He's kind of like an Aguero type player, which was nice to pick up for 700 coins. So you go and pick up, I think, Abate here. We're just kind of looking and seeing how much they are, and Abate was the most expensive player on this team. I didn't really want to spend this much on a right back so early on, but Abate was an absolute beast last year. And it looks like he's going to be this year, and he's just one of those go-to players that I'll probably keep and never sell, because last year I just spent the whole time selling and rebuying and losing money. So he'll probably always stay in the squad, guys, as kind of a staple for a right back, because that high pace and good defending and physical is nice, and it's just what you need. So we managed to kind of get him on the cheap there for 2,000 coins. I think he's going for about 2,300, something like that. But got in there quick. And then just because obviously you kind of see him kind of snipe that there. There's a lot of sniping going on this year, and especially on PlayStation, there seems to be like an issue with showing exactly where the bids are. Because you see it says like no bid. So you go to make a bid, and then it said there's a 1,300 coin bid. So the transfer market's a bit messed up on PlayStation, and there's a lot of people sniping. So I was trying to pick up players cheap as possible on PlayStation, and we had a massive issue with that. Because they were just already gone all the time. So hopefully EA sorts that out as soon as possible. Just worth mentioning as well, guys, kind of not really related to this, but we're picking up a lot of injuries playing the game, which is really frustrating. And like for 4 or 5 games as well, not just like 1 or 2, because if it's 1, you could just sit them in the reserves, and obviously we kind of rotate our squad. So hopefully EA are going to patch this. Let's hope they do. So you can see me here just putting these guys on the bench, because basically we're going to kind of get their fitness back up where they need to be. So you can see the last 3 players we picked up there, guys, with De Mayo, quite a cheap beast. Mangala's one of the more expensive things, and then we pick up Costil in net, and that kind of completes the team. So a pretty sick team. I managed to kind of do a little bit of math, and you can pick up this team for 14,000 coins, guys. 14,000 coins is absolutely insane, and this just plays so well. We're going to get into a bit of gameplay in a second. So this team, honestly, guys, I suggest you pick it up. It's absolutely insane. We'll play a couple of games and you can kind of see how well we get on. But yeah, absolutely incredible. Well worth the coins, especially this early on in FIFA. And, you know, I was just dominant. This team played so well. It just seemed to gel. And like I said, 14,000 coins, you'd be silly not to pick this team up. I've played with a more expensive team on my PlayStation account, and it didn't play as well as this in that sort of a 30, 40k team. So I can't praise this team enough. I spent a lot of time kind of working it out on Foothead and Footbin and get to see what I could get for cheap and who could work. So I spent a lot of time building this squad kind of off cam, and it's nice to see that it paid off. I mean, we are in Division 10, guys, so we are coming up against teams like this, which is 64 chemistry. So, you know, with a 100 chem team, you probably are going to beat them. But as you can see here, guys, you know, straight out from the defence, Pabon kind of holding the player off with his super strength, great dribbling, does kind of a ball roll turn, plays it into Cardona, and he slots that one home, and we go 1-0 up in our kind of first proper game with our new team. Absolutely insane, guys. Pabon's just brilliant. You know, to have that strength for such a little guy is ideal. He's really nimble, and you can see he's got this kind of skill moves there, and the passing to put that through to Cardona, and he just doesn't miss, guys. He's another absolute stand-up player. So moving on, basically we pick up the ball here on the right wing, play it inside to Pabon into Cardona, back to Pabon, and then Pabon just slots that across to Acosta, I believe, and he slots that one home, and that makes it 2-0 to the good. So absolutely a brilliant little bit of play there, and Pabon just showing what he's worth with that pace, and this guy had enough already. So we've got our first rage quit, which is nice, and there's kind of many more to come throughout the series, as I've kind of recorded so much because I was so keen to play FIFA that I'm about 4 videos ahead of myself, so I kind of have to put that aside and get some videos kind of recorded and uploaded for you guys. But yeah, get a coin boost there, which is nice with 1,000 coins, and you can see, you know, 3 shots, 2 on target. I mean, he had more possession, but he wasn't doing anything with it. So again, it kind of feels this game like last year, but better. Like the passing makes more sense. So I've always been a passing game and not really gone too much with skill moves, but I had to adapt last year because skill moves were really big, and so was dribbling, and it wasn't about passing because the passing was so bad. But this has gone back to a passing game, which is brilliant because that's my game. I'm a really good passer of the ball. I can see opportunities coming up that a lot of other people don't, and the fact that I can actually pull them off now is going to just be beneficial for us going forward throughout FIFA. Obviously, I haven't come up against anyone amazing yet, so it'd be interesting to kind of come up against someone good and just kind of see how we fail. Also, defending this year, I feel really strong with. The reason being is basically the jockeying system seems to work better. Although I don't use the actual the jockeying button, I use X. And what I find is that you kind of stick near the ball. It's hard for players to get around you, and then you can tap circle at the right time and pick up the ball quite easily. But you see we come up against a full BPL team here, 4-4-2 team. And this is a pretty decent game. Bit of a mistake by our opponent. Acosta plays it into Pabon. Pabon just with that pace and that strength trying to get in behind. Didn't quite make it. But you see that pace, he just catches straight up with the ball. Keeper has a bad touch and a bit of a cheese goal, if I'm honest. But having that pace up front with Pabon, you know, things like that can happen. You have a slow striker, he isn't going to kind of get into that situation. So, happy days, guys. We go into our kind of second game with this team and we go 1-0 up. Excuse me. And we pick up the ball here in midfield, slot that through to Enzo Perez. and he comes through and he absolutely smashes that one home in off the post. And Perez, guys, let me tell you, he is just as a cheap beast as he was last year. Absolutely brilliant. Feeding the ball through. He's just an all-round good player. Good tackling, good dribbling. He's got enough pace to kind of stay ahead of the defenders there. And he's got decent enough to finishing to kind of slot that one home. I'm having a little issue with finishing in the respect that it is a little bit harder this year, but that's a good thing. But as you can see here, a good finish from Strootman, and that was what I was saying, guys. He's left-footed, and I think that was on his weak foot. But his team just gelled so well together, and this was like a really fun game, to be fair, quite a high-scoring game. So he gets through here, does me on the inside, and what a finish that was. You know, you can't stop them. Doesn't matter who you got in defence or who you got in goal, you can't stop them. But corners is another thing this year, guys, that are really strong. And I seem to be doing all right. I mean, last year my technique was to switch it up all the time and kind of like put it out to the edge of the box, play it short, but I never ever whipped it in. But whipping it in this year, the front post seems to be really strong and the penalty spot seems to be really strong. But there's a great headed finish there as he slots that one home. But he, again, kind of comes back at me with a corner, which is a bit frustrating, but it's only fair. I've just scored one. So go down... Go to 4-2 there, guys. But this opponent, he was pretty decent, but this team was just too strong. Straight from kickoff here with Cardona. Nice little skill move there with a stop and turn. Bit of strength there to hold off the players. Some ball roll, slots that one into a Turbe on his weak foot, and he slots that one home, making it 5-2, which is insane. So, you know, all the team are getting the goals here. You know, it's not just one individual player. They're playing well as a team, and Pabon comes through here and smashes that one home. So Pabon's got great finishing, great dribbling, great strength, great pace. He's just, for 700 coins, it's ridiculous. So yeah, guys, I can't say, you know, I can't praise this team well enough. I really can't. For 14,000 coins, it's just absolutely insane how good this team is. And I suggest that you run out and pick it up ASAP because, you know, you can have a high-rated team, which I've played with, and it just didn't play as well as this team. So you can see goals there from all around the park and assists all around the park. I mean, Cardona with 4 assists. You know, what a cam he's turned out to be for us. Strootman there, he got man of the match. Again, just brilliant. Everyone just plays so well in this team and they just gel together. You know, like certain teams you just get and they may not be the best players, but they just work. This is one of these teams. And yeah, you can see by the stats there, absolutely dominant, although he did have a few shots. So that's just me working on my defending and I will get better. But I do feel a lot stronger this year and his goals were pretty unstoppable, to be fair. But yeah, that's it, guys. So we're 3 out of 3 in Division 10, which is nice. So we haven't got a loss on our account. As you can probably see at the top there, you know, this... You know, we got like 11 wins, but a lot of them were offline. So yeah, we kind of stay unbeaten. I'm just going to show you here our trade pile, just see what's kind of sold. So some more bronze packs and some of the upgrades that we've got have gone on and sold, which is nice. So happy days, more coins in the bank for us. And as you can see, we're up to 33,000 coins again, guys. So that's kind of going to be where we're going to leave it today. You know, this kind of team is just it's sensational. Honestly, guys, it's an insane 14,000 coin team. I suggest you pick it up at the start of FIFA. You know, I think this can get us down to Division 6, 5, maybe even 4. That's how good this team is. And definitely, you know, you can pick most of them up for discard price. So even at the end of it, you can discard them and make most of your coins back. But we're going to leave it there today, guys. I hope you're enjoying the Road to Glory. Sorry I can't show you everything, but I'm just trying to show you the important bits, the squad building, the gameplay, the packs, the rewards and things we get, and the players we sell and how we're making our coins. So, you know, going forwards, there's going to be a lot of different squad building challenges going on and lots of different sort of gameplay and stuff, and I'm really hoping we can get into the FUT Champions I think we could have done it as a free weekend on EA Access, but I didn't have a team I felt comfortable with, and I didn't know the game well enough. So we're definitely going to try and qualify for the FUT Champions soon. But obviously in the next video, our main goal was to win that Division 10 and move on down. So I hope you liked today's video, guys. And obviously, if you're new around here, please hit the like button. And if you're new, please subscribe. And if you like the sort of games other than FIFA, please check out my gaming channel in the description below. But until next time, guys, it's been a pleasure serving you. Take care. Peace. That hasn't been recording, has it? I've been looking at the fucking thing. It hasn't been recording.